You're listening to Casting Class, an engineer's guide to manufacturing aluminum castings, hosted by Batesville Products. For over 75 years, Batesville Products has been engineering, casting, machining, inspecting, and polishing aluminum castings for over 70 industries nationwide. In today's episode, we'll continue to share our experience and industry secrets. Casting Class is in session. Education, obviously, I think everybody believes is a very important thing. You're trying to better yourself, better your company, better your industry. Education is important not only for our customers, the workforce, but also to help educate the next generation. The event today that we want to walk through is really how to educate, and it's anything from a customer perspective to what we do to educate our staff and new people who join our team. And hopefully there's some takeaways from what we're doing and how other people can share it within their industry. We have quite a few people here in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, so we'll go around and introduce ourselves.
My name is Johnathan Johnson. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a regional sales consultant at Batesville Products.
I am Kim Haines. I'm the HR manager here at Batesville Products.
So my name is Tim Weber. I'm the Vice President of Marketing. I live in Aurora, Indiana.
I'm Rachel Weber. I am a regional sales consultant, as same as Johnathan.
My name's Mary. I'm digital marketing associate.
And then I'm Tim Williams, National Sales Manager here at Batesville Products. From a customer perspective, there's a ton of different industries. I think BPI is in 75 different industries that currently use our type of castings. So the amount of different industries that are out there that need castings is pretty extensive. And just educating everybody from designers to end users on what that actually means and how to get involved in it. Batesville Products has a lot of different online resources, and you can check them out on our website. Very, very useful in helping educate prospects, customers, even just people, that are just interested in castings, having this information out in the market. Let's call him Tim Weber here. So why did we build this? What does this do? And who does it really reach out to?
So we have a large office where the sales and marketing group all sits, and hearing, for instance, Tim Williams or Rachel talk, most of the time what they're doing is giving out information, and I think a better informed customer is going to be a better customer, and a long-term customer. So if we can be the expert and help them out and move them, because again, we do this all day long, right? That's all we do is castings. Most of our customers use castings and get involved in design issues with castings once in a while. So
you're working on trying to be the matter expert, whether
exactly.
It's a casting that fits within BPI or casting that's used elsewhere.
Exactly. And it's not just the casting, but maybe the secondaries. Do we machine this? Is this a powder coat? Is powder coat going to give us an issue? How do we address, outgassing and powder coating, that sort of thing? So, those are all things that we've been dealing with for years. And again, just to give that information out, and they feel confident.
There's designers out there too that may not even know what castings are.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, that's why the goal for this isn't just pushing permanent mold and explaining that process, but also here's what sand casting is, here's other die casting, other manufacturing methods that might work for your project.
I think a lot of times too, because permanent mold is not a well-known casting process, they call us like, I think we may need you, but we're not sure. We're able to walk through with them kind of what it is that they're looking for. And we're able to say, okay, this does sound like it's a fit. Let me send you this design guide. Look over with your engineer to see if these parameters fall in with what you are willing to design your product around. And then we can work together to either help quote the part or make it for you. So I think it's a really nice way to kind of get them familiar with designing the part as well.
Yeah, the first thing I do when I have the conversation with the customer is point them to design guide, because if they do the design up front, they're going to end up helping save money on the back end, because they're going to go ahead and design for the process they're going to use. And I talked to a customer yesterday, and it wasn't a fit for permanent mold, but able to use the design guides, the resources, and tell them, hey, it's better fit for a different process. And I think it's just, hey, if we don't have the specific answer for you, we're going to point you in the right direction to be able to solve your problems.
Essentially, we took our design guide and tried to educate internally as well. and developed it out into what we call the Casting Academy. So Rachel, I know you and Mary have put a lot of time into this. So if you guys want to kind of explain a little bit of the background on what's going on here and why.
Because me and Mary started a few months away from each other. And so we both came from design backgrounds, but not necessarily manufacturing backgrounds. So a big part of our company is we always want to be continuously learning. And so they wanted us to dig deep and figure out how we can educate ourselves as well as build a program that can educate future employees that come into the company. So we kind of just started building a list, worked with supervisors, foremans, engineers, and just slowly learned the whole process and built an academy that now we can have new hires come in and take the course, and it really gives them a deep dive into what we do internally.
This is it's a living, breathing program. Yesterday, we finished going back through it, making sure everything's well maintained, that the information's great, because the better maintained it is, then the better trained our employees are. From top down, and then the better our products are, better quality, less scrap. People really understand what they're doing and they see how their function provides value.
So this is helping our employees really understand the details behind each individual job that is done here at Batesville Products. This is a big part of our pay for skill program, and really how we have employees understand the direct line of where they can go within the company and where they can go within the industry. And Kim, I know you've probably been through this thing quite a bit, but what kind of benefits that you're seeing as you share this type of information out there?
Well, the first thing from an HR perspective, this is a great training program. A lot of companies don't have a training program. So just to have a training program is really huge. As we've rolled this out to all of our employees now, they love it, especially, our new hires that come in, because again, we're educating them. They can see the path that they can go. Number one, they can earn more money because it's knowledge. And number two, they can continue to progress.
Kim was saying, they can see a path, this is where I can be, and this is a time frame. Okay. It's not just, let's do a year in review.
Yeah.
I think we just literally had that conversation that those are probably more detrimental than helpful. So this is an ongoing daily thing. I mean, they can, every quarter they can progress financially.
You hear a lot of studies out there talking about if you do annual reviews and only annual reviews, you're not checking in with your team or you're not meeting weekly, you're reviewing your goals once a year then. The pay for skill program and the Casting Academy were developed that, like Kim was saying, that you have a clear indication on how you're doing, where you're going, and the benefit of additional pay in doing it.
Yeah, and we meet with our employees every 90 days. It's a 90-day cycle where we go through and review what they've done the past 90 days, what they've learned, what they still need to work at, which, kind of help them to guide which direction they're going. And they love the feedback. And again, it's the opportunity to earn, additional hourly rates every 90 days. That's huge. So they see an instant payoff for the work that they're doing. And, my goal is I love to promote from within. So when I'm looking for the big payoff here is that we home produce our next quality inspectors or our next leads, our next supervisors. This is huge for us because our main goal is we want people to come to work at Batesville Products and want to stay here.
Everyone's saying talent shortage, we need people. How do we get people? And this has been a big solution for us to be able to attract people and retain them because they see a future with our company. They see that plan laid out for them. They're like, I can see myself here in 10 years and I know exactly where I'm going to be. And I know that I'm going to grow. I'm not going to be stuck in the same spot, same entry level position.
Yeah, I think you hit it. The company's got to show an interest in employees wanting to grow too.
Yeah.
If you go to a company and you get a job and that's all you do and you don't have any aspirations to get any better, are you going to enjoy that? Probably not.
Yeah, I like to know the end-to-end process, as I call it, because I like to know where I fit in. So this is definitely given all of our employees that vision to see that. And it's also driving, I think, some real good teamwork between us, even though we're at two different locations. I think we want to make sure that we all feel like we're saying, part of the same process. So this has really opened up, I think, a lot of eyes for different people, whether it's your foundry, wondering what happens when it gets to the machine shop, or to the machine shop and you're wondering what happened before it got to you. Yeah, and the other nice thing about this, like I said, it gives them the opportunity to learn multiple things with the cross training and everything. But also for us, it allows us to use that skill. So if we're back up in polishing, we've got people who are trained in polishing and we can utilize them to help us in that department. So again, it's building that teamwork and camaraderie, I think, amongst all our employees to work together.
You're listening to Casting Class, an engineer's guide to manufacturing aluminum castings, hosted by Batesville Products. Be on the lookout for our next casting class on the first Wednesday of every month. Until then, you can find more resources like videos, written guides, and case studies on our website, batesvilleproducts.com. That's batesvilleproducts.com. See you next month.